The world knew him as Mahatma, great soul. To me, he is grandfather. Life at the Sevagram Ashram, grandfather's service village, revolved around the sun. Peace descended on us like the rays of the sun. All religions were welcome. There were 11 vows of ashram living. The one I found the hardest was the vow not to waste. How was I supposed to understand that vow? It hurt my head to even think about it. Yet when grandfather spoke, something in me stilled. Even afterward, my thoughts grew cloudy.
After my sitar lesson, I'd had enough. As I walked, I threw away my shabby strings in the air, tired of my vow not to waste, tired of not understanding. They landed in the grass. I left it there, on purpose. When I got home, I asked for some new strings, and grandfather asked, "Where are your strings from earlier? They appear to be perfectly good." He brought up the vow of not wasting and said that a vow is a promise to yourself. So we went to look for the strings. After hours of searching, we finally found them.
I still do not understand throwing away my strings was an act of violence toward anyone. It made no sense. Why couldn't I understand? As monsoon season hit, grandfather began to teach me how it's an act of violence. He said, "Waste is violent. When resources are low, people hoard. Those who are forced to do without may eventually strike out. Fighting occurs." Still a little confused, grandfather suggested we make a tree to see how acts of violence are connected to our actions, and what we can ask ourselves to prevent this passive or physical violence.
Soon I began to realize how throwing my strings away could hurt others. People and the earth they live on can be hurt from the resources needed to make these strings. I saw how kicking and shoving could lead to rioting and wars. I was responsible for every thought and action and for those of the world. To change the world, I need to change myself. Grandfather had a saying, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." With grandfather as an example for himself and others, I would.